Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Pep Guardiola urged his Manchester City stars to cast aside Arsenal's stumble against Sunderland and focus solely on outclassing reigning champions Liverpool to bolster their own self-belief, rather than merely chasing down the Gunners at the Premier League summit. As Brian Brobby's stoppage-time equaliser at the Stadium of Light denied Arsenal victory on Saturday, City seized the initiative the following day, dismantling Liverpool 3-0 in a commanding display that slashed the gap to the table toppers to just 4 points. Yet the Catalan boss insisted the motivation must stem from proving their mettle against onslaught side, not opportunistic point-grabbing. "I told the lads, don't do this because Arsenal didn't win, you do it to believe in yourselves," Guardiola revealed post-match, recounting his dressing room message. "We face the champions of England. We must show we can stick with them all season, and today, especially that first half, we did." Having endured a rare third-place finish last term amid talk of a rebuild, City's resurgence echoes their late surges that overhauled Arsenal in the previous two title races, while Roy Keane, speaking on Sky Sports, dismissed Liverpool's credentials after the thrashing. "You can't count them as contenders now that defeat stings. But it reminds me of vintage City, they're back in the hunt properly." Pep Guardiola speaks out on Arsenal. "Don't win because Arsenal drew, but because we believe in ourselves." City thrashed Liverpool 3-0 in Pep's 1000th match milestone. Pep Guardiola issued a rallying cry to his Manchester City squad, insisting they disregard Arsenal's slip-up against Sunderland and instead channel their energy into demonstrating their title credentials by toppling reigning Premier League champions Liverpool. The citizens delivered in emphatic fashion, cruising to a 3-0 triumph that not only closed the gap at the top but also served as a statement of intent in the fiercely contested title race. The Etihad Stadium erupted as Erling Haaland broke the deadlock with a clinical finish, followed by Nico Gonzalez's composed strike and Jeremy Doku's dazzling solo effort. This comprehensive victory marked Guardiola's 1000th game as a manager, transforming what could have been a routine fixture into a celebratory masterclass, with City utterly dominant from the opening whistle, especially during a breathless first half where they pinned Liverpool back relentlessly. Meanwhile, across the country at the Stadium of Light, Arsenal's unblemished run of victories was halted in dramatic fashion. Brian Brobby's sensational overhead kick deep into stoppage time salvaged a priceless point for Sunderland, the plucky underdogs who have emerged as this season's surprise package, defying expectations with their organised, resilient football under their astute management. The result means Manchester City have narrowed the deficit to league leaders Arsenal to a mere 4 points, injecting fresh momentum into their pursuit of another domestic crown. However, Guardiola was quick to downplay the significance of the arithmetic, emphasising the psychological edge gained from outclassing onslaught's high-flying Liverpool side on home turf. Speaking in his post-match press conference, Guardiola disclosed the crux of his pre-match team talk. "I told the players, don't do it today because Arsenal didn't win. You have to do it to believe in yourselves. We play against the champions of England. We have to show them that we are able to stay with them the whole season." He went on to praise Bukayo Saka's display in Arsenal's draw. Saka was outstanding with his pace and vision, though in the end his team dropped points for lacking clinical edge in crucial moments. Guardiola expressed genuine admiration rather than shock at Sunderland's heroics, noting, "More than surprised, I admire the way they played. When Arsenal equalised, Liverpool and I thought, oh wow, they finally dropped points and conceded 2 goals. In this run, it seemed like it wouldn't happen." His comments underscored the unpredictable nature of the Premier League, where even the favourites can stumble against determined opposition. For the City players, the occasion carried extra weight as they sought to honour their manager's monumental milestone. "They gave me a brilliant performance against the champions. A lot of good things happened, everyone performed at the highest level," Guardiola beamed, visibly moved by the collective effort that blended flair, discipline, and unyielding intensity. On the defensive front, City were impenetrable, expertly neutralising Liverpool's potent attacking trio of Mohamed Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Florian Wirtz. The backline, bolstered by tireless midfield screening, showcased remarkable cohesion, while the team's infectious energy electrified the home supporters and proved decisive in maintaining control throughout the 90 minutes. Guardiola reserved special acclaim for several standout performers. Gianluigi Donnarumma's instinctive saves at critical junctures, the marauding wing-backs who provided width and defensive solidity, the midfielders' precise distribution and tempo dictation, and the lethal partnership of Jeremy Doku's trickery and Erling Haaland's predatory instincts. This triumphant display not only boosts morale but also sets a buoyant tone ahead of the impending international break, allowing Guardiola a brief respite to recharge with his family after a landmark evening in his illustrious career. Arteta fumes after late Bobby stunner denies Arsenal, "We should have defended better." Mikel Arteta cut a visibly frustrated figure after Arsenal squandered a lead to draw 2-2 with Sunderland, bluntly declaring his dissatisfaction with a result that saw 2 precious points slip through the Gunners' fingers at the Stadium of Light. The encounter, expected by many to be a straightforward away day for the league leaders against a side fresh from promotion, evolved into a pulsating battle royal, packed with end-to-end action, raw emotion, and the sort of drama that defines the Premier League's magic. Sunderland, masterminded by the shrewd Regis Lebris, refused to roll over and instead produced a performance brimming with heart and tactical nous, culminating in Brian Brobby's jaw-dropping overhead kick in the dying embers of stoppage time, a goal that ignited wild celebrations among the home supporters and left the travelling Arsenal contingent stunned. That solitary moment of brilliance not only rescued a point for the Black Cats but also underlined their credentials as genuine top-flight survivors, capable of punching above their weight and frustrating even the most formidable opponents in this unforgiving campaign. In his post-match reflections, as quoted by the Sunderland Echo, Arteta pulled no punches in expressing his discontent, acknowledging the difficulty of the fixture while lamenting defensive lapses that proved costly in the final analysis. "I feel disappointed and frustrated because we wanted 3 points and had to navigate a really tough match," the Arsenal boss remarked. "You have to defend well in the box when they start throwing 6 or 7 bodies forward. It can happen in any set piece, any throw-in. We could have dealt with those situations better, and today we didn't." Despite the setback, Arteta's gaze remains fixed on consolidating Arsenal's position atop the Premier League table, with fierce challengers like Manchester City and Chelsea breathing down their necks, alongside the unexpected threat posed by an emboldened Sunderland outfit. The former Everton midfielder was generous in his appraisal of the hosts, hailing the foundations laid since their ascent from the Championship. "We have to adjust a few things and, in the end, give credit where it's due. They were playing for something massive and did their job brilliantly, making life incredibly difficult. You need bags of patience and to dominate certain phases to earn the right to control the game our way. We did that far better in the second half." With the dust now settling on this enthralling draw, attention turns swiftly to the horizon. Sunderland will aim to build on this morale-boosting result when they travel to Craven Cottage to face Fulham on the 22nd of November, while Arsenal brace for the powder keg atmosphere of a North London derby against bitter rivals Tottenham on the 23rd of November. Clashes that promise to intensify the scramble for supremacy as the calendar edges towards a pivotal 2025 finale. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!